Welcome to Boxfull, the thematic sketch and stand-up show that lifts the lid of the coffin, sees it's empty and has a nice lay down. It's a box full of horror.
Scary flap flaps.
My name is Simon Philbin, and I am a mystery blogger. I awoke. Strewn around me were the splintered remnants of various items of furniture and enough shards of crockery to have catered for a small Greek wedding. On top of this lay a floral tribute that spelt the word Mum. I was also in a field. I had no recollection of where I was or how I got there. It was a mystery. I tried to retrace my steps. With some difficulty, I left the field and hailed a taxi. "Home," I said to the driver, even though he had no idea of where I lived. And at this point, neither did I. Also at this point, I realised that I was not wearing any trousers. And without trousers, I had no pockets in which to hold a wallet in which to pay the taxi driver. I was also clearly aroused. I hurled myself from the cab, flipping the angry driver the bird as I ran off, still engorged, to what I now remember to be my house. I hammered on the door, where I was greeted by the aggressive visage of my father, who was similarly trouserless and aroused. Enraged, engorged, he recounted the events of the previous day that had led to my being in a field. Apparently it began at my mother's wake, where for some inexplicable reason I had begun to scream and wail, hurling egg and cress sandwiches, both willy and nilly, and fist-fighting Scotch eggs. Then, upon seeing an elderly aunt's small dog and mistaking it for a rat, I punted the puzzled Pomeranian into a pyramid of profiteroles. I then made off with various accoutrements and left, flipping the bird to one and all. But what had caused this reaction? Was I possessed by the spirit of my deceased mother, trying to show her disdain for some past grievance? Or did it have something to do with the 3-litre bottles of Gordon's gin that I had imbibed? We will never know, for it is a mystery.
Horny Joey.
Say, chap, you seen the news lately?
Well, not since they stopped printing the papers. Why? They still having trouble with that plague, eh?
Well, yes, apparently, you know those deranged so-and-sos wandering around taking great bloody lumps out of each other? Apparently they're the dead come back to life.
Really? My, that's rum luck.
Last I heard, they were telling everyone to stay inside.
Well then, it's a good thing I've got a cabinet full of brandy.
Say, Ben, did you remember to bolt the door?
Well, come to think of it, I can't say I did.
Right. Good evening! He's rather a funny-looking chap, isn't he?
Yes, seems to be having a spot of trouble walking too.
Yes.
I hope he hasn't got to all my brandy.
That would be awful. I say!
Are you having a spot of trouble there, dear boy?
I mean, I don't mean to be rude to the poor fellow, but he's having quite the chew on my pipe arm, you see. I can't quite, can't quite take a smoke when he's hanging off it like that. Yes.
Have you tried asking him to stop?
No, I can't say that I have. Well, it's worth
give it a go.
with the old British try, isn't it? I say, Dirk, you can a rest, could you, for a moment? The arm's getting a spot sore, you see, and I'm sure you understand. That seemed to have worked, old boy.
Oh, by Jove. It looks like we've got another guest, old bean.
Good evening.
How do you do?
No, I'd say, fair's fair, chaps. I mean, God, you couldn't give an old pal a hand, could you?
Yes. I've got it.
Yes.
Say, can I get either of you a drink?
Well, I don't know about these two, but that sounds like a capital idea. I'll have some more brandy.
Jolly good.
I say, what's going on back there? What's all that nonsense? They were getting the drinks or what? I'll get it.
Johnny Chop Chops.
In Britain, thousands of neglected and homeless infected are brutally exploited and overworked by the entertainment industry. Only around 10% are believed to be left roaming graveyards and shopping malls, whereas other less fortunate infected are kidnapped by the notorious Hollywood rustlers. Noticing the dramatic decrease in zombie welfare, the Undead Trust was created to care and rehabilitate the infected with the hope of reintroducing them back into the wild. Pioneer and sole curator of the sanctuary, Mr. Grimm, has spent at least 5 years turning his country farm into a safe and nurturing home for these lost souls.
Well, I just felt sorry for these little buggers, really. What with the recent handle of zombies in the movies, the demand for the undead is rocketed without any bloody concern for their welfare.
So I hear you have a good training program to keep them healthy.
Oh yeah, make it more fun. I do enter a couple of them into the county show. And I bloody won a couple of things as well, I tell you.
There we have the young competitor, Grim Reaper.
Oh yeah, long young lady today, so quite difficult.
Oh, one nearly got away from him early on in the round.
Sure you can bring this back? Oh no, lovely, good ending.
There we go. No win there.
Oh look! Here's one of my prize winners now. Oi! Bradley! Oh, dead chuffed he is with it, ain't you, mate? No, don't ready eat it. Leave it. Stop it. Put it down. Leave it.
Do you think this is all safe to the living, I mean?
Safe? Well, that's quite that's a grey area. Kind of like these guys, But, I think if you don't get too close, it's quite obvious. They're going to bite, but they're trained indoors, so I've sorted that sort of thing out. Right. Joey, you listening? We'd like to go for a walk, eh? You like that? Nice little walk, eh? See what sort of things we can find? Right. Where'd I put your walk in, Shane? Over here, I think. I swear I bloody put it over there. Anyway. Oh no. Oi, leave her alone. Oh, bloody hell. Stop it. Put it down. Leave it. Come on. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
Skinny-faced man.
Are you sick and tired of monsters living under your bed, rent-free?
Grrr. Are the ghosts in the attic keeping you up at all hours by going bump in the night?
Shush. Does Death himself stalk your every waking moment, causing you no end of grief? Well, not anymore. With a Jones & Jenkins supernatural being warning stick, you'll never be bothered by a Frankenstein again.
When you see the ghost or ghoulie approaching, simply hold the Jones & Jenkins supernatural being warning stick and say the words provided.
Oh, ghost, clear off, or I'll give you such a...
Supernatural.
Smack on the...
Supernatural.
Head.
and you'll never be bothered by the deathly freaks again.
So, buy the Jones & Jenkins Supernatural Warning Stick now.
It's only £1. Buy 2 Jones & Jenkins Supernatural Being Warning Sticks and get a free elasticated band.
Combining the sticks into the Jones & Jenkins Religious Supernatural Being Warning Stick. And say the words...
The power of sticks compels you
to ward off even the most powerful undead.
Even the Dracula.